Good morning. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third day of Art for Tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit sad today because it's the last day, and I have to say I've had a bit of fun this year. I always enjoy coming to Doha, but I think the experiential program this year was very rich. And I was coming down in the lift with Mansour this morning, who commented on the quality of our speakers, and I really have to agree with him. We've had some exceptional presentations, and we're looking forward to much more. We heard Idris Khan and Bob Wilson asking us to slow down a little bit. I was very impressed with Dr. Gergen's presentation, talking about the current state of the world and how we need to move away from cultural diplomacy to cultural intelligence. And then, of course, ending day one with Bob Wilson, ending day two with Christo has been absolutely fascinating. Today we do end with the Governor General and the Director General of UNESCO and the Mayor of Athens on citizenship, and I have to say that's one of my favorite panels, so I'm really looking forward to that. Let me again thank sincerely Qatar Museums for making this possible for us from inception until now. We've got many, many years to come of fruitful cooperation. I can feel that in my heart. And also thank you to all our wonderful sponsors, Numismatica Genevensis, for bringing us a unique experience this year. And I know there's more things that will come from this. Richard Mill, I'm leaving with one of the watches from outside. I asked him if I can wear one, on stage. I said, I have to display it, but I didn't convince him anyway. Qatar Airways, some of you are on the flights, hopefully on that wonderful business class seat that has been showing on the video this evening. Our bronze sponsors, Al-Bahi, and who's our other bronze sponsor? You always forget one, but I did mention Dr. Gergen, so the Foreign Office of Germany. And of course, I just want us to put a big round of applause for the W Hotel and the Jaida family. They've been absolutely wonderful as our hosts. So thank you to the teams here. So without further ado, I'm passing on to Farah Nageri, I believe, for the first panel. Farah, please come on stage. Thank you, Roger. And we would like to finish the day by going back to the core of what we do at the New York Times, and it's journalism. And there's a stage, so it's live journalism. So I'm going to ask Roger to stay here. I'm going to invite Robin.
You are?
Yes, you're staying. And Robin and Farah are joining us because I'd like you to give us a 2-minute impression of what you're left with from this conference. But as you're gathering your thoughts, I need to thank a few people. And as Roger said, the first person I need to thank, or group of people, is our audience. You've been absolutely wonderful. There's been some terrific questions. I think questions that you're taking back with you as you continue reporting on art and culture. We'd like to hear more from you, so there's questionnaires that you will find just outside. And please continue your questions over lunch. From here, after my colleagues finish, we'll be going to level 29, where it all started, with our START exhibition, along with Saatchi Gallery. I think it's been a great activation to have at the conference, to see art as well as talk about it. Then at 2:45, there are some of you that are going to Mathaf to see Dia Azawi. There's a bus waiting for you at 2:45. There will be a bus at 2:45. Then there's the Al-Bahi auction later on today at the Katara village, and Her Excellency has invited us to join the official opening of the Imperial Threads exhibition at the Museum of Islamic Art, and that starts at 7 p.m. tonight. I'd like to also, talking about Her Excellency, obviously thank our sponsors. Qatar Museums have been wonderful, but also Numismatica Genevensis, Richard Mille, Qatar Airways, JIDA Holdings, W Hotel, German Foreign Office, Al-Bahi, and of course START, the group at level 29. They've been the ones that really empowered us to come here and make it all happen and have meaningful activations around the content that my colleagues here and the speakers have delivered. So obviously I'd like to thank our speakers, and I'd like to thank our staff too. There's a big team that goes behind putting a production like this, starting with Paul Corrick and his production team there. Justin De Andrade, my operations director, has done a fabulous job along with Dami, and also Louise Hunter, who's done the first two conferences here, is back with us this year, so thank you very much, Louise and your team. Most of you contacted Sue McDermott and Diona Leocinidi in booking your places to come here, so thank you to them. And before I hand on to you three, you've worked very closely with Aidan Walker, the infamous Aidan Walker now. That's been settled, by the way. So Aidan has done a wonderful job for the third year in a row. He's been joined by Chris Kang, our programming and communications manager. But for the third year, he's delivered a great program that you've been able to, I said earlier in the week, that culture is the thread through which we can sew our world together. Well, you guys are probably the tailors of putting all our content together, the craftsmen or craftswomen. So over to you, Roger.
Thank you, Kerry.